Today's June 7th, Worldwide Climate Extremes. I have a number of data sets and points of information to bring to your attention. If you know, then you know. In the meantime, if you want to go ahead and reach out to the aliens and inform them that we need major help.
At any given time, there are around 1,500 aliens on the planet, most of them right here in Manhattan. And most of them are decent enough. They're just trying to make a living.
What's the catch?
Catch is, you will sever every human contact. Nobody will ever know you exist anywhere. Ever. I'll give you the sunrise to think it over.
Hey, is it worth it?
Oh, yeah, it's worth it. If you're strong enough.
All right, like I said, I'll zip through these quickly. The global mean surface temperature anomaly hit 1.53 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial average for June 4th, 2026. 36-year month mean rate of atmospheric CO2 growth is also sitting at 432.34 parts per million. Lots of numbers to illustrate the ongoing climate catastrophe, aka energy imbalance, incoming solar radiation being trapped in the system, recirculating in the oceans, which causes higher sea surface temperature anomalies off the charts already because the thermal inertia has taken off. Most of this heat is going into the ocean, some of it into the land and the cryosphere, overall contributing to an increase Earth energy imbalance, which is the true measure at which we should be measuring global warming, aka in data, this looks like seasonal sea surface temperatures reaching all new highs consecutively every season around the world, not to mention the Mediterranean Sea, which is boiling. You can go take a bath there, literally, as well as the upcoming Godzilla El Nino, forecasted to produce 3 to 4 degrees Celsius above average warming. This could contribute to perhaps $30 to $50 billion of damages in the US, trillions worldwide, tens of millions perishing, as we are already experiencing daily sea surface temperatures in the Pacific equatorial, again, off the charts. Contributing worldwide to record heat in Japan, over and over. We are informed that the suggests research that ocean collapse triggered ancient wildfires by means of anoxia, marine oxygen depleting conditions appear first, followed by signals of terrestrial wildfire activity. This is a feedback loop, which means that the entire system is connected, and provides strong evidence that ocean deoxygenation preceded widespread burning events on land. So you ain't seen nothing yet. Grab the popcorn because Colorado is now in a statewide drought emergency. Jared Polis declared a statewide emergency Thursday, record low snowpack. As we know, Lake Mead and Powell could face a system crash in 2028 if they get one more week snowpack, which they anticipate this upcoming winter.
This new study says we may be running out of time before the entire Colorado River system crashes.
Some reality checks about how much water is actually available.
Ann Castle is one of the authors of a study just released warning that the Colorado River system is headed towards system crash. If we get another winter like this last one, Lake Powell and Lake Mead, two major reservoirs for water and power for millions, would be depleted.
So it's like the reservoirs aren't there.
More heat waves come for Britons. Getting warmer. Extreme heat is no longer an anomaly in the UK. Over the last decade, the number of days exceeding 30 degrees Celsius has more than tripled. As the planet may become too hot for rice to be cultivated in many areas it currently exists, warming is proceeding 5,000 times faster than rice has ever evolved. As far as we know, in the past 9,000 years of human history, which affects the samurai. A 1,000-year-old festival confronts a modern foe, extreme heat. So they're not getting their festivals or rice. Good news is that the grow zones are unlocking new areas. However, bad news is the staple crop is reaching its thermal limit. As temperature rise, extreme weather becomes more common. At around 140 degrees Fahrenheit, rice stops photosynthesizing under the stress of heat. And here we can see this illustrated in a graph of different warming scenarios. As we all know, we are on the worse case trajectory. So much of these patterns will indicate that growth seasons are moving westward, where there are also tremendous monsoons. You could also die from thirst. 49 people perished after truck breakdown in the Niger desert, not bringing enough portable clean water with them. Research published in the PNAS examined the risk for US-based wildfires in conjunction with roads out of large settlements. They concluded that 2.5 million people live in areas that have high wildfire risk and few viable evacuation routes. Could clog up major roads, indicated here in a map of mostly the West Coast. So don't move south or west if you have any brains left. The U.S. National Science Foundation established 900 plus deep sea instruments in 2016 to measure changes in ocean temperatures, currents, CO2 concentration. However, this clueless administration is beginning to attempt to shut it all down and collect the network of instruments 15 years ahead of schedule because they cost $48 million to run each year to further push clean coal. And lastly, another enlightening graph here of sea ice concentration anomalies and percentage of areas that are experiencing decrease. Sea ice concentrations and only a few in the plus territory. We shouldn't forget heat waves being a deadly event, and India could claim 3,400 lives in a single day. That is a lot of Boeing 747 jets crashing, or 30,000 if it's stretched into 5 days. Another damning point of interest is to know that AI data centers, which are inflating the stock market right now in a giant bubble, are expected to consume as much water as 1.5 billion people by 2030, as screw worms emerge to destroy cattle and our livestock. And little did I know that this cotton t-shirt, which I find oh so comfortable, took about 1,500 liters of water to produce, all told, from growing, cultivating, to transporting it to me in my little cabin here off-grid, where I generate all my own electricity. So thank you for paying attention to the ongoing collapse of civilization as I document it in real time. This is my calling, whether or not I make money from it. If you determine it, that is the criteria. I'm still doing it anyways because somebody has to tell the truth. I hope you guys have a good week, and I'll see you in the next one.
What's going on? Could this be my understanding? It's not your fault, I was being too demanding.